Welcome back to my Pillar of Eternity Let's Play
I shall.
series. This episode, after why I couldn't do it, I have to do a main quest line to proceed forward to get past the bridge somehow. I've been doing a lot of side quests lately, thinking this dwarf woman I have to see, but just another side quest or something. The squats distant body of the elderly dwarf opened wrinkles from within, crooked brow that sags at the tug of her nose. The bloated purple flesh of her neck was worn away in patches like moth linen, bulges over the rope that suspended her and her lifeless head. Rolls forward, wriggly from one side to the other when it breathed. You perceive a faint glow around her that casts no light on its surround, but there they hit a warm through. You feel somehow that you could reach out and touch it, not with your hand, but with some aspect of yourself that no worldly damage it. You take a deep breath, clear your mind, focusing on your objective. As you exhale, you feel yourself swing toward the hanging woman, perceiving all that lies between you and her with new awareness. Once you have expanded enough to reach her, there's a sudden jolt to your mind, bringing an electric surge of image and word through word and sound. Involuntarily, you shut your eyes, feel you're being pulled down to some deeper conscience and space occupied only by you and the hanging woman. When you open again, she is staring at you with eyes clouded in a milky fog, her body swaying in a wind no longer feel from a tree that stand planted in a misty void. The woman gives a slow nod of her head, the rope creaking as she does so, and she smiles at you.
Have you come here for me, dear, or have you gotten lost? Ah, it is both, I think. Yes?
Am I imagining this?
No, I think not. A pity that. It would be simpler. A mercy even. To not have to wander anymore, no? Alas, we are here, you and I, wherever here may be.
As this dwarf or dead woman name, it sounds like she is from her name came from somewhere in Europe somewhere, or at least a noble person name. How are you able to speak to me?
Is that what we're doing? Perhaps it just seems that way. Perhaps it is the easiest way for your mind to make sense of it. I think it is a very good choice.
I need to understand the thing that happened to me. She nods, a look of pity on her face, as though consoling a child.
The world looks a little different than it used to, is that it? Feels like you're noticing things for the first time that have always been there. You have have seen past the shroud. It only takes an instant. Your soul remembers, yes? Remembers how it sees when it leaves the body, like being reminded of a dream you had forgotten. You are a watcher now, and a watcher you will stay.
Interesting. Let's see, what's a watcher?
What indeed? Long hours have many animancers spent studying such things. Not I, no, not I. I'll tell you what I know, though, since fair is fair, and here we are visiting, you and I, and it reminds me of better times. Souls pass on. Some say through Audra stones, which are the blood veins of the world. They leave the world for a time and are reborn into it, sometimes more than they were before, but usually less and seldom the same. For all souls there is a time where they do not live, yet have not passed on, and those souls roam the world, same as you or I, either leaving or lost. But no one sees them because they have forgotten how. A watcher sees, though, knows what to look for. And sometimes they know a person just by looking at them, know where they've been in ages past when their bodies were other bodies, see memories even their owner can't recall. A wonder to behold when all goes well, a wonder.
Oh, so just like being reborn again, within in a different body and remembering your past to a certain extent. That is interesting.
Oh, nothing to be afraid of, I'm sure. It's just much to take in for some. Sometimes there's trouble sleeping or other difficulties. You should see old Merwald. He could tell you much more than I. A watcher just like you. Helped many in his day. Took up in an old keep no one would claim. Not far, not far. Kanua, beyond the Black Meadow. He will welcome the company.
I think I survived a biomark. Do you know why that would be?
Did you now, dear? My, that would be something, wouldn't it? Could be luck, could certainly be. A storm can be a careless thing. Or maybe it got its hands around your soul but couldn't pick it up. A soul can be heavy if it stayed in one piece through its time. Strong souls, we call them in the trade. Cold, I mean. Call them. Those days are all behind me, no?
You thought souls break apart.
Oh, yes. Entropy. Rimagan's work. We know little of why or how. We lose pieces of ourselves when we die and pick up pieces of others when we are born again, but less than what we lost. We tried to stop it with the animantic sciences, but with little success. A very small few resist Rimergan's influence and stay together through some force of defiance, at least for a time. But they all succumb eventually, I think.
Thank you for the help. Farewell.
Goodbye, my dear. It was lovely visiting.
Canadra closes her eye and heads some forward over the nails. And your drawing seems to bleed into your vision from some unknown place away.
17 and a half.
That's an odd thing to say. But, that's good. What did he unlock?
Yes.
Ah, he gotten more spells to use.
Yes?
17 and a half. Well, could be 18, depending on how you count the dwarf woman.
What are you talking
The
about?
people hanging from the tree. 18 of them. Well, last I counted, anyway.
Is that what you people do for fun around here?
Name's Eder. Though to the people around here, might as well be 19. Don't think I'd put you much higher than 22, 23 tops. You look like the sort that likes to get involved.
What was that about?
The dwarf woman. You were trying to figure out whether to count her as a full person. I think you oughta.
What made you think I was interested in his work? He looked at you at a moment, his brow arched, his smirk broadened.
I was smoking over here, saw you staring at her. Twice I refilled my pipe. Never so much as blinked. Your mouth was so slack I took you for a radrick at first. Careful, friend. Let's not use that word round here. There'll be any number of radrick bootlickers within earshot. Ciphers, animancers, watchers. Same thing in the eyes of folks around here, radrick especially. Come to least, of course, seeing you with that funny look, I'd be halfway inclined to believe you were having some kind of communion with that dwarf. Either case, maybe I'm not 19 after all. No offense.
What do you mean?
The town's had it in for me for a long time now. Only fellow who ever stuck up for me, well, he's number 18 up there. My headman on the farm. Used to be my captain during the war.
Oh, thanks for only one in my lifetime. Fella decide. He's a living incarnation of ethos, overthrow Rodriguez, marching drivers, so we gave him a dry wooden hello.
We blew him up.
He smiles at this, but it is a smile of one recounting a joke, for effect rather than enjoyment. Here is adults. Gotta rebirth and redemption. Harmony. Anyhow, maybe they call him something different where you're from. Oh, your captain got involved. Roderick sent men down here the other day. Said they had it on good authority. Someone in town was working with called plotting Roderick overthrow. Said if he didn't come forward right then and there, they hang every last. No one was coming forward, so within that my headsman, he stepped up and say, they took him at his word. Oh yeah, I remember. Kosk.
Picked the wrong god. That's what it comes down to. Used to be a lot of Aethys worshippers in Gilded Vale. That mess of rocks over there, that was a temple to him, to give you some idea. Then one day, somebody named Widewind shows up on Deerwood's doorstep. Says he's the living flesh of Aethys. Got an army with him. Suddenly, Aethys isn't so popular in these parts. My brother Woden and me, neither of us believed it. No way was that Aethys. He enlisted, then I did too. But, he didn't make it back. After the war, people took to punishing Aethys worshippers, accusing them of treason. Got real ugly, especially after the legacy started. Folks needed someone to blame. I was safe because I fought, but then this rumor starts that my brother, that he was on the wrong side. And I wasn't so safe anymore. Until my headman stepped in and said they'd have to hang him to get to me. Seems that's no longer a concern. Of course, the townies don't do the hanging these days, but when Raedric's men come, they got no problem doing the pointing.
Alice glances at you and lowers his voice. You can see why I am so eager to leave. I see now. If you're next to him, why are you still doing here? He gave a half smile, drinking mostly. Oh, this is not a pleasant place to live, even with the name Gilded Vale. Point of fact, I am on my way out, just haven't figured where I'm going yet. Not a whole lot of places out there that don't think Raiden Legacy started with Raiden. We could travel together. Where you're headed? Some place called Kano. There's the old watch there who might be able to help me.
Seem to remember hearing something about that years ago. He tamed that place. People would seek him out for all kinds of things. Troubles of the soul, questions for the departed. Of course, that was back when you didn't have to say Watcher with a hush on your breath. A man such as that, there'd be things I'd want to ask him. Don't know why I never thought of it before. Not sure how I feel about setting out with a stranger, and a strange one at that. But truth be told, you might be the only one in town who wouldn't feel some relief seeing me swing from that tree.
That's a fine meeting if I ever heard one.
Alright then. Guess I'll do some sightseeing. As long as you're not the one picking the sights.
Once the carrot had been dismissed from the party, they will return to either Black and Bear, Gilvale, or Stronghold if you have fought yet.
Hail and well met.
What type of gear does Eder have? Let's see. What arm? That's decent enough. Need to give him a message chainmail. Well, now we can go onto our merry way. It took about 10 episodes, but finally gotten back to the main quest line.
I'm here.
I have a feeling that Eder is probably going to fit well with adults. Redwood Village. Going to that place without actually doing
Of course.
the quest line. So we'll get there. Oh, you have a good amount of health for a fighter.
Hmm?
I never noticed that card before. I probably did, but never paid much attention to it. Old Watchers. There's Coil. Just off the side of the path in gate. Greenhouse stand a holding figure, tall, thick, emerald clad in worn armor, peering up at the outer wall of the keep. In his hand is a small piece of charcoal, and Eric's feverishly are taking notes upon a small scrap of paper. On the ones he have reached up to prevent his colorful cap from falling off of his head as he gazed upwards. That moody brickwork must be fascinating. I ran up over at you, blinking into light. His face splits in a wide and very toothy grin. Then he waves the parchment.
It is. Well, not the wall itself, perhaps. The construction is very traditional. There are names scratched upon some of the bricks. Just there. Workers and masons, I expect, carving a little immortality for themselves. It's a fine keep, Cadua. 2 centuries to its name, and abandoned for nearly as long. But the truly interesting part is in there, and I haven't had much luck in reaching the keep itself. I hoped to find the master of this place, a man by the name of Meerwald, but it seems that he either holds his privacy most dear, or else has been devoured by his house guests.
I came here looking for Meerwald.
Oh, truly? Then perhaps we can help one another. The grounds are infested with all manner of beasts. I've never seen the like. I didn't want to risk it alone, but you seem capable. Together, I'm sure we could manage it. And then we can both ask our questions of Meerwald.
Do I really want to have another party member? I have a party already made.
I seek a great treasure, you see. Not gold or silver, but the Tanvi Oratoa. You might call it the Book of Virtues. It's a sacred text of the Rauatai, but we possess only a fragment of it. A year I've journeyed in search of the rest, and I uncovered evidence that leads me to believe the original lies just there, beneath the keep.
I can always recruit one person. I can always get my vote back into my party to rejoin it.
Excellent. Lead on, my friend, and I will be at your heels. Ah, wait. Speaking of that, I ought to warn you first. Wondrous teeth, I nearly forgot. I have, at times, been followed. It began in Eder, and in Exometal they attacked outright. I believe they do not wish for me to find what I am looking for. I say believe, but I have been told as much by one of my would-be assassins. I paid them little mind. Humorless sorts in long robes. But it's why I bought the sword, you see. And it's only fair that you should know.
Well, that's good. I get to at least help you a bit.
Well, it's not as if I'm going to turn around and go home at their urging. If their previous efforts are anything to go by, we have very little to worry.
He's a chanter. Is there another way in? Well, let's see. Chanter. Oh yeah, if I didn't put him into my party. Just looking at the character party screen, there must be a lot of people that can't join.
How do you do?
Following your lead.
Oh, chanter. What equipment does he have? A arquebus. He have a gun. I didn't know there were guns in this game.
I shall.
Just looking at the plotline right now, I have a feeling that the chanter I picked is after him.
It looks like this place has been abandoned for years. Aye? I shall deal with this one.
They even have the animation for how you would actually load a archivist.
Yes?
What is his oh, I have a gun around lore, so
Following your lead.
don't know what that sheet is for. Great length of open, a few flints of chips. Chips are scattered across its workbench. Only reach glow in this desert patch. Hedges.
Brave thou Philotheles.
Onward!
Oh yeah, I remember I did pick up a night helmet for him. No, that's just her face.
Certainly.
He must be was in his compound somewhere. This place have definitely seen better days. Here looked like some meeting space.
Brave thou Philotheles.
It's not working!
I am impressed by the animations that they made for the archivist loading.
Brave thou Philotheles. Following your lead.
I have a feeling that when I do
Indeed.
buy guns, it will probably be expensive.
Brave thou Philotheles.
Okay, this is these barricades here.
Leave our village! We've done nothing to you! You can't do this!
Spectral smoke churn all around you. At first, you can see nothing except the haze, But gradually you make out the widen hunched shape of a old elven man. His face and bones and arms are smeared with paint. You can't do this. He shakes his hand, spitting words at you.
This is our village, our home. The Nine Claws have lived here almost 50 generations. We were here long before your kind brought war to our lands. You can't just burn it all. Have mercy, soldier. Our warriors have all gone. You can't burn us all because of them.
After a pause, he draws back, grabs at you in horror, seemingly in response. Something you didn't actually do, but illusionary tongue of flame flickers at the corner of your vision. So this place must have been attacked sometime in the past. He reached out to you and opened his mouth to say something, but all that emerges is a series of violent coughs. He falls to his knee, choking on the thickened smoke. Flames overtake the vision as you back up.
Brave thou seest.
This person probably in before there.
Hmm?
This place definitely need cleaning up. This looks like to be remains of a kitchen. This, from the looks of it, seems to be a villa of some kind. This to be a study. And then this is probably a lab of some kind, most likely. Oh, I have this little garden over here to explore. I cannot travel to that part yet. That little circle at the bottom now, if we're afraid it.
Following your lead.
Hey. Hmm?
I mean, what is I have the necessary party members, though I should handle what enemies and traps I may encounter, though. Traps.
Following your lead.
Well, he cannot. From Southwise, he is better at a lot of areas compared to my Vogue, so I may actually want to replace him later on, maybe. Better double check that I saved. I guess this is a good point to end this episode on. In the next episode, I will check out this fortress here.